All my life I could feel an insistent gnawing in the back of my mind. It was a yearning, a thirst for discovery that could be neither numbed nor sated.
Describes me working on this mod a lot. Hello everyone, welcome back to... I'm beginning to realize I sound a lot like the Ancestor with my obsession with this and all the work I'm pouring into this and how crazy it's made me. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Modded Darkest Dungeon with me, your host Tim. And there'll be a link in the lower left-hand corner for you to skip ahead to the provisioning step in case this takes a length of time, because we're going to talk more about the Antiquarian patch today. So now all the information is kind of out, well, most of it at least, and I can talk a little more in depth about some of the changes that it's happening, that I've had just about a day to ingest the changes. I'm prepared to talk about the Antiquarian class herself. Now, let me recall that I did not sign up for the beta, mostly because this gives me a great chance to keep testing this mod and get some level 5s ready to go. I'll then talk about some of the changes that I've done to the mod off screen. You can already see we have people who have leveled up that weren't level 5 before. We will get to that. And some other things I would like to do for the future for the mod. So this will take probably up to 20 minutes or so. So might want to click that link in case you just want to see us get out there and start fighting. So, the Antiquarian patch. A little more information about this patch. So first off, as you know by now, it releases the new character class, the Antiquarian. I already need to tweak her. So first off, she is a non-combat class, which is great. I love that idea. She has extremely low hit points, lower than any of the other classes in the game. Great, because she's supposed to represent a civilian. She's not like a fighter whatsoever. Her hit points at level 0 are 17. The lowest class before that was the Jester. In fact, I think we had the level 0 Jester. He comes in at 19 hit points, so she's got 2 less than him. You know what? We'll use him as our example. She has a dodge of only 10, so less hit points, not quite as good dodge as some of our more fragile characters. Also, her crit is 2.5, and she only does 3 through 5 damage, so she is not a combatant in any way imaginable, which I really love that idea that she's not. However, I still have to change her, and most of her abilities will need a slight change. First off, globally, you might have forgotten, I have lowered the accuracy on all the hero's abilities by anywhere from 5 to 15 points, depending upon the skill. Red Hook made it so that any abilities which apply a dot or stun effect were greatly increased in their accuracy, up by 15 points in some cases. In the base game, the Plague Doctor's Blinding Gas has a 95 accuracy base at level 0. Or level 1. In my mod, I've reduced these significantly. They have around, most abilities have an accuracy of 80. A select few for combat, for more melee or damage dealing, the DPS characters have 85 or 90. But most only have 80 or so. Like so, if we examine our Grave Robber here, she probably has 90 on most of her level 1 abilities. Yeah, and she does. She has 85 on these two as well. However, if we go over here to our Man-at-Arms, he had 85 on Crush. Yeah, he's got 85 on his stuff. A little better than what it... Actually, I think that's the same in the game, so I'm using a bad example. Maybe the Hellion's a good example? 80 on Iron Swan. Yeah, actually, I probably should lower his accuracy to 80. I need to compare these files again. Well, in any case, while I appreciated what Red Hook did, I felt the accuracy was fine, and it also leads to a more easy game for the players just slaughtering the poor monsters, who don't have all that much more dodge added in the base game than in mine. So I had reduced them. As such, I need to reduce the Antiquarian's accuracy on all of her abilities by 10 or 15 points. She's only got 3 that it matters for, but they all either have a 90 or 95 accuracy base, and I want to change that because I really want her to represent the fact she's a civilian. She's not a combat character. So that'll be the first thing I'm definitely going to have to change with her the moment I get her. I don't know when this will happen, by the way. I don't know how long they're going to be beta testing this change. So let's cover all her abilities now. And even though I don't have her, we'll just use the Jester here to keep track of where I'm located in the files and so on. So first off, she has an ability called Nervous Stab. Nervous Stab lets her use it from any position, and she can hit any of the first 3 positions in the enemy rank. That's Pretty cool. I like that. It lets her finish off a weak target if she really wants to. What I plan to do for her for this ability is that, because I'm going to be lowering this accuracy down to 80, is I'm going to actually give her, unlike all the other heroes, she'll increase the accuracy of this skill by 6 per level instead of 5. In every case in the game, whenever you level up a skill, attack skill, it always levels up 5%. So she's going to be a little special, and that she's going to gain an extra 1%. Won't really matter in the long run. Her accuracy will be lower at level 5 than it is in the base game, but only by 5 points. Next, she has another ability called Festering Vapors. This has a 95 accuracy, so I'm lowering it down probably to 80. It has a 75% damage mod. She can use it from any position, and she can target any position. I think this is the ability. Yeah, this ability also inflicts a small blight effect on the opponent. 1 damage for 3 rounds. And it also has a chance to apply a debuff to the target, reducing their blight resistance. Darkness42, you just made a comment about what I was planning to do for her. I will strip away the ability for her ability to lower the blight resistance on the enemy, and instead, her ability will clear corpses. It will be the only ability in my mod that will allow you to do that. I really wanted to do this myself as well. Like, this is great, because it makes her more unique compared to all the other classes in the game. And maybe you'll bring her with you, like, for actual combat reasons, when you're fighting either the Necromancer or the 16-pounder. So yes, I fully intend to do that. I also will probably increase the blight damage it does by an extra round, making it last 4 rounds rather than 3. Her next ability is called Get Down. It's a self buff. It gives her 10 dodge and 3 speed. I like that. I don't think it needs any change. It's useful to keep herself alive and keep her going first. Her next ability is called Flash Powder. It doesn't do any damage. She can use it from any spot, and she can target any spot. It only hits the enemy for -5 accuracy. And that's it. I'll be lowering the accuracy down to probably 85, down from 95, which is what it currently is, so it's going to lose 10 points off of that. I might have the ability at level 3 and 5 lower the crit on that enemy struck by 1 and then 2% as well. I don't know if the accuracy increases as you level the skill. If it does, then I will not add any crit modifier to it. She has a very weak heal called Fortifying Vapors. All the skill does is heal 1 hit point. As you level it, I would guess it actually increases the amount you heal very slightly. I think it's a weaker non-curing version of Battlefield Medicine, and its only design I can think of is to get someone off of death's door. I will probably give it a small protection buff. I'm going to say 5%, and it will increase by 1% per level. Next, she has a skill called Invigorating Vapors. She can use it from the back 2 ranks. It affects everyone, and it gives them +3 dodge. Oh, is that really right? Okay. That's it. That's all it does. It's basically a weaker version... Oh, actually, it's not a weaker version of Battle Ballad. Battle Ballad doesn't affect your dodge rating. That would be then the Man-at-Arms. His bolster is better, coming at 6 dodge and 3 speed. I was actually going to have her ability give you 1 speed, but I might not do so. Maybe I can give it 1% crit, so it'll give everyone 3 dodge and 1 crit. And that crit will only level up once at level 3 to 2%. Yeah, I think I'll do that for Invigorating Vapors. Finally, her last ability, and this, I am super excited about this one. And I have to balance it, and I don't know when I think I'm going to have to lower the protection it gives. It's called Protect Me. It grants... I think the way it works is she uses it on an ally, and that ally gains 5 dodge, 20% prot, and is forced to guard her. In other words, it gains the guard buff for 1 round, I believe, which means that that person takes damage for her. That's pretty good. So first off, it's really interesting to me to see this ability added. It adds a new mechanic to the game where you can give a buff to someone else of that nature. I didn't expect that you could do that. You see, it makes sense, right? Because you can affect people's speed and heal their hit points. But it never occurred to me that you can give guard to someone. This makes me realize that I could give riposte to someone if I wanted to. I could probably move someone in the party if I wanted to. It actually has made me realize that I can do a little more besides just increasing numbers. I can apply buffs to people that normally wouldn't have these things. While I don't intend to do any of that stuff of that nature, it is neat to know that it's possible. And maybe much later down the line, when I'm making other character classes of my own, I will attempt to do this sort of thing. I just thought that was really neat. Now, the dilemma I have is it adds 20% prot, and I know that goes up as you level it. I'm going to have to lower the prot to 10%. This is because there is more protection in my mod than in the base game. There's a lot more going around. I have 4 character classes that start with 10%. I'm sorry, 10% protection. They get an extra 5% protection at level 5, and I have 2 other classes that have 5% protection right away. So this has got to be changed. It's just a little too strong for me to leave it that way. I also have more quirks that give you protection, and there are a few other items that give you protection. So I don't want to have it 20% prot, so I'm going to have to lower that. And now we have our camping skills. So the first one, and this was a thing I've always known you could do, but I've never seen anyone do it. Like, no other skill does it in the game. The skill is called Resupply. It's one-time unit, and it gives you an item. We've already seen that. That used to be Pilfer on the Grave Robber. In fact, there it is right there, only I changed mine. Well, her resupply can be used 3 times. All it is just a number. I could make all these abilities usable 20 times in combat if I really in camping if I really wanted to. What I think is neat, though, is that reminds me that it's possible to up the cost of all these things. And that plays into my wish list. And we'll get to my wish list tomorrow of the things I really am thinking of doing or would like to do to this game, but I can't, or I'm not sure if I should. We'll cover those tomorrow or a different day. I don't have to print out with me today anyway. So anyway, so that's one of her camping skills, Resupply. Usable 3 times, provides a random supply item. Really like that one. The next one she has is called Trinket Scrounge. It costs 2-time units, and it produces a random trinket. This is really, really dangerous, and I'm going to have to drop this ability in my mod for something else. Why? Well, first off, I don't know enough about the ability. What types of trinkets does it give you? Does it give you just gray trinkets? If it gives you just gray trinkets, sure, that's fine. Is it giving you green trinkets? Not quite as fine. What about blue or rare trinkets? I don't know what pool it pulls from because I don't have the beta. 2-time units for an ability that gives you even a green trinket, because some green trinkets are really freaking good. I'm going to have to probably up that cost or change the ability for something else altogether. It's just a little too good, I think. You could enter a mission with 4 merchants, a long mission, let's say, and camp. And everyone uses that ability. You don't care. Well, actually, I guess you would care if they die. You don't want them dying just by camping and then being ambushed. You can't flee in an ambush, so maybe I'm worrying about this a little too much. In any case, I see situations where this might be able to be abused, or I'd be worried about this skill. So hopefully the feedback that Red Hook's going to get and all the playtesters who are now testing this beta version, they will be able to give their feedback, and if it feels like this is balanced, great, then I won't touch it. But right now, I'm just a little worried that it's a little too good. I'm also worried because it takes away another desire to actually use the Nomad Wagon, which I really want the players doing. So I might strip it for that reason as well. We will see. We will see. I probably should use it once or twice before I make up my mind. She then has another camping skill, obviously, called Strange Powers. Costs 2-time units costs, and it increases all the resistances, that's everything you see here, with the exception of Death Blow. Is that it, really? Yeah, but with the exception of these last 2, so it doesn't increase their trap or death blow resistance, but increases everything else by 20%. I love it. That's fantastic. I'm going to actually make it last 8 rounds, not 4, to bring it into balance with the other resistance buff camping skills I have in this mod. And her last one is called Curious Incantation. It's only 1-time unit cost, and it grants her a 50% stress resistance buff. That's pretty nice. I like that. Hey, you got the extra point lying around, which sometimes you do. Might as well use it to keep her from going insane. Nice. I like it. That's the Antiquarian's skills and stats in a nutshell. We'll get a better look at them when it's actually out of beta, because again, anything could change between the beta, between their feedback, what they get, and now. I know Roadhooks asks people to respond to what they think of it, but also hold on to any crushing stuff until they at least give it a try. I myself, I like her, but for this mod, I know I have to change her in some ways I've already mentioned. Next, and this is big. She changes treasure. Now, I mentioned this in the last video we did. In the base game, she increases the amount of treasure you're allowed to carry in a stack of treasure from 1,500 to 2,000. This is an amazing amount of gold that you're allowed to bring, and it even makes it that when you bring the merchant with you, you do not want to pick up any gems there in the base game. They don't stack as much as gold ever will now. And it's probably even safer for you to pick gold of... Actually, yeah, it's safer probably for you to pick gold than any gem type in the game at all if you've got her along. For my mod, I'm going to have to lower that. I'm thinking of lowering it from 2,000 to 1,750, so 250 less per stack. In this way, you still benefit from having her there. You're still getting more gold, but it's not quite going to be as much. It also means that I have decided that I need to up the costs for for some of this stuff in town slightly. In fact, I have already decided and already done upgrading. I increased the costs for upgrades here when it comes to purchasing them with your heroes a tiny bit. I don't remember the numbers exactly, but I think it was... I can't remember. I can't remember now, but I have upgraded the cost very, very slightly. So you should expect that when you play the mod as well. Still significantly lower than what they are in the base game, but they did see a small upgrade. And the same thing goes with skills. They were upgraded as well. Is there anything else? Oh yes, she lets you collect a new type of loot. You can get, I think they're called minor antiques or rare antiques. Minor antiques currently in the game are worth $275 each, and they never stop stacking. There is no way I can have that much money around. You have a chance of getting one, I believe, when you interact with any type of curio or when you end any type of combat. People have been leaving with up to 18 or 20 of them in a single inventory stack. That's a lot of money. That's what, 2,700? That's almost 4,000 gold. That's a lot of money for her. I'm worried for my mod, that's a little too much money. So I'm going to have to lower that again. So and in fact, Red Hook themselves said that it used to be 100 gold only for these. They upped it to 275 at some point right before release. They might have to lower it themselves. In my mod, I'm going to probably lower this to 150. So you'll leave with a stack of 3,000 gold just about, assuming you get lots of them. I think that will be a lot more fair. So that's what I'll be doing for my mod. For the large ones, they also stack infinitely. They don't stack with the small ones, obviously, and they're worth 1,000 gold each. I don't know how often you find these ones. In my mod, I will change them to be worth 650 or 750. So less than 1,000, but still worth carrying. Because I do want the Antiquarian to actually give you more money. But you also don't need the Antiquarian as much in this mod because of how I've reduced all the costs to make it affordable as you level up. So, we'll see. So, this is a bunch of stuff, I'm going to have to worry about, and, oh man, she may break the mod. But I'm going to at least make these changes and see what happens. Anything else? Oh, the Stagecoach. I have a little more information on the Stagecoach and how it works now. There's a new line here, which allows the chance for you to get high-level heroes showing up here in the Stagecoach. So, it's not a guaranteed high-level hero that you get. It doesn't change them to all high-level heroes. It's a percentage chance. I do not know what that chance is, and I do not think it increases as you level it. I think the only thing it does is it's a random number, and it just picks it out of the people you come in. In order to level this new upgrade, and I think you can level it probably 4 times, one for each rank of the hero that you want to show up, you have to have the same level of blacksmith, armor, and weapon, and same level of skill unlocked. So in other words, to unlock the first rank in the stagecoach, which would allow you to have level 2 people, you have to have level 2 weapons, armor, and skills unlocked. When the high level heroes show up, they actually come already equipped with the higher level equipment and skills. They will have 4 camping skills, and they will also have more quirks. I don't know if I like this or not. I like the idea of you getting higher level heroes, but I don't like the idea that they come with higher level equipment. It really reduces the need of gold. It reduces the feeling that you need to level up multiple groups. If you can farm a lot of low level stuff, you can just send out level 0 suicide squads, hold all your money to treat quirks, and then just spend the heirlooms unlocking these locations, this location, and then hiring a person. Gold can be spent solely on quirks if you really wanted to. And again, I don't know if I like that or not. So I'm gonna keep my ear to the ground and see what other people are saying. I know lots of people like it, but this is also the base game. My mod's designed that you were supposed to level up, then town level up with you. This mod is not as much a misery simulator as a story of ascension, it turns out. It's about building a yacht. After crashing on an island, you build a yacht out of coconuts and logs and sail that mighty 18-story yacht to England where you continue your vacation. You actually are able to, I feel, level up the town, utilize everything in town, and not struggle to keep yourself above water, but rather just see if you can make it to the end in a great shape. Unlike the base game, which is you struggling all the time. Like, all the time. You still struggle here. We failed a few missions, and there have been a few times I still don't have the money to do everything I need to do, but it's not like the base game, where their choices are really like feast or famine. Actually, it's mostly famine in that one. So, those are the other thoughts I have on the mod. When it comes to the stagecoach, I don't think I'll alter it at all until at the very least, in fact, I have no idea even how to change it. Odds are, because I recognize how the stagecoach network works, I might be able to tweak it and make it so that the heroes show up with random equipment levels and skills, which I would prefer. This way you at least have to spend money to level this stuff up. Not sure though, so I don't have any plans there. Okay, yes, and Lotaeri is correct. It is finally our time. Let's actually look at trinkets, and then we'll be good to go. Oh, and I was so tempted to begin adding so many trinkets to this mod, but no. No more trinkets. No trinkets. Just that one trinket is all we got. Is all we got. So, I like all these. I don't see any need to change any of them. We don't need people. I don't even know where I'm going at the moment. That's a sharpening sheath. What we got here? Oh, I know how I'm going to fix this shield now. I've given it lots of thought, and I have a good idea what I want to do. So this is always a questionable item. Lots of people try to make use of it. It's fun, but it needs. Lots of people also think it needs more work. I myself am one of those people. What I'm going to do for the Guardian Shield is, if you're in position 4, it's going to give the men-at-arms +4 speed, is what I'm going to do. In this way, not only does he benefit from extra protection, he's healed more because he's taking hits for guarding, and he gets more dodge because he's guarding. He can guard the target before other people go in the enemy squad, which I think is really important. Or he can use his combat buffs to help people, being a guardian, or lower everyone's accuracy and dodge over there, or speed and dodge, using his shout. So I'm going to add a +4 speed to this shield. I think that is perfect for this shield. So I'm going to do that. And it will only affect him if he's in position 4. So again, this is a commander's shield, as it were. In any case, we're not going for that this time. Or could I? Nahuseni, are you around? You are around. Have you? No, I don't want to go for the cannon. We're going to go here, And we're going to gather a few medicines. I need to test this anyway, and because I want this sharpening sheath, so I can prepare to level a level 0 highwayman up. So, that means this is a level 3. So let's get a group together. So, that's blight resistance. You have quick draw minute. Wow, I need to lock something on you as well, Corey Jackson. Oh, and you're a blackjack person. Really? Okay, you're a blackjack person. That means you're on the 2nd rank. But if I put you there, you can't use Try Havoc. So we're going to actually buy a new skill for you. We're going to upgrade your... Ooh, what do I want? Target Whistle? We'll take Lick Wounds. Next, we need someone else. Eldritch Slayer is useful in this location. If I take you, though, do you actually want... Beast Slayer's also useful. If I take you, Night Husseini, I will want Chop increased. I just realized I haven't actually increased the gold cost yet. I just have the increased cost written down along with the math for what it will do to the characters. So sorry about that. So, oh, whoa, hold on a second. So I still haven't done it. April should be coming along. Well, the Venturer and Well Tactician with Beast Slayer. Holy crap, yes. She will come along. Actually, we could do this. And then Corey wouldn't use Blackjack. Oh, I don't know about that, though. Giants will hurt. Alright, and then we'll take a healer. We can take DX Mage, I guess. And he's actually not using Vulnerability Hex, so we don't have any high damage here for our Houndsmaster. Let's try this group. Okay, so we're going to bring a full stack of torches. We have more than enough medicinal herbs for this. We're overnighting once. We'll bring 20 food. I'll bring 2 keys. Okay. Okay, this looks good. Let's get going. This will give me a chance to test some of the other changes I've done to the creatures in the Weld. Something I'm going to be doing. I know I said that put them on a lockdown, but as you can see, I'm still making changes.
Our land is remote and unneighbored. Every lost resource must be recovered.
I'm going to be looking at all the creatures that added buffs to you in the past and see if I actually want them to do something else. I know I think in the last video I was like, come on, what are these guys trying to do with some of these crazy buffs that didn't make any sense thematically to me? But I might add a few other things in for some of these creatures instead. For example, that large oh, and I can see the tentacle up ahead.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even need to level this. Now that we have April here, you can just use Hew to, well, hew down the enemy instead. Maybe we should do this to start. For example, the large Carrion Eater. When it attacks you with its non-weakened prey ability, that ability has a chance to apply a crit debuff to you in the base game. In mine, I took it out, and instead, it afflicts you with a weak blight. I'm going to increase that blight's length of time from 3 turns to 8 turns, I think, to really make that hurt. Or maybe 6. Maybe 6 turns. And wow. We don't have to go that way. We don't have to go that way. We have to go this way. But I think we should go south anyway. Let's see what these curios are and do this fight. We'll be back for that. And for that. Well, we'll focus on her with Corey Jackson. Let's get a focus going. And kill her.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
And let's begin weakening this guy. Or not. That's a shame, because you're going next, and I can say nay. Oh, thank goodness you're not. Let's move him back. Oh, that's a shame.
A singular strike.
That wasn't Hugh, was it? That was... Sorry, that was Hugh, not Chop. Darn it. Would a lot more damage if I use the right ability. Oh god. Remember that in my game, I've lowered the maximum damage that does. I need to just stick him with another one of these. Yeah, that was Hugh. It's Chop I wanted. Darn it, that could have been a lot of damage off of him. Please don't use it again. Oh, God. Nice. Nice. Thank you, nice saying that. You just took that right to the face. Still won't die.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
You know, we should talk about why I made the changes to all the creatures as well, shouldn't I? Actually, there's no reason why he can't be in the front. Yeah, this is fine. So I made the change to the giant because I remember when they made that change at some point just after the Corpse and Hounds went live, and I was like, "You're freaking kidding me! That creature does so much damage already." Well, actually, it didn't, but the super high damage they let it do. Holy crap! Like that will just bring anyone to that store, even with a non-crit, especially later on. Wow, that was awesome. We really needed all that food. So I took away a lot of the damage it could do. It still does more damage than just about anything else in the game. It's just not quite as much. And we can risk a shovel here. Oh, what do I want? I should not take the ruby. We're not gonna find a second ruby. Yeah, we're gonna take the jades instead. We're probably likely to find more jades than a second ruby. I probably should camp now, honestly. Do we have Hound's Watch? No, we don't. We can't stop an ambush. No, let's keep going. We'll go... I'm out of inventory space already. We'll go north. We'll use some torches on the way. I've changed her so that her Embrace the Dark now marks targets, in addition to giving them stress. That used to be on this ability, but I think this ability is pretty damn powerful already. So I wanted her Embrace the Dark to be a little stronger, which is why I did so. Do I really want to eat let's eat a dog treat here? Sure. Hopefully the Hue. Oh, did this kill this one? Perfect. Then we can use a chop on the front one.
Press disadvantage. Give
Oh,
them no quarter.
uh-oh. But now she's in the front. She can use Fetid Sensor from there.
The slow death.
Now she will use Fetid Sensor if she gets a chance to go.
Unforgiving. These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Oh, hello. There's 2 more bandages right there to be used. I don't need to go there, and that would be another shovel. But it would let me also use a key. We'll do it. Spiders. I've chased the spiders No, I haven't, but I want to. So first off, in the base game, I didn't even realize that they did this. The spider's spit decreases your poison resistance, and the spider's webs, I believe, decrease your... I think they decrease your stun resistance when they use them on you. I'd like to do something for the webbers. I think that their webs should probably lower your speed by like 2. It will make these even more dangerous if you fail to kill the spitters, because now you're definitely going after they are. I will also change the spitters to make sure that, because I don't know if they can currently in my mod, attack the person in the front. I realized that since these webbers can still web the person in the front, the spiders would want to spit on that person to finish them off. So I need to make that change. And believe it or not, I'm going to eat the dog treat here.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
I'm going to pull this one forward, actually. Because in my mod, it can't spit from the front spot.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Oof. And blighted. Oh, it's just a weak blight, though. Really? I think that's a bug. I should be inflicting 2 points of damage.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
A problem with my mod is, well, an error, I should state, is that some time ago... Actually, let's search this first. You might as well search it. You're already diseased or poisoned. And I don't care about 2 more points. Is that originally the creature abilities were labeled 1, 2, and 3. So a level 1 ghoul used like Howl 1, and then at level 3 it used Howl 2. Well, at some point, Red Hook changed it so that the abilities leveled with the rank of the creature. So now there's a level 1 through 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Howl for the ghoul. But the ghoul only comes in 3 forms, level 1, 3, and 5. Because of how long now I've been working on this mod and how I've just copied stuff over, some of the creatures are still using their old versions of the, in a few cases, and the spider might be one of them, they might be using their old versions of their skills. That Bite should have been using Blight 3, and it's probably using Blight 2. So I will change that and go over all the files again to make sure I've gotten all that right. And why not? We'll use the last bleed here. The last bandage. Worth it. I think we'll go to the next room and we will camp there. Oh, hey, look at the medicine bag. Fantastic job on the graphic. Alright, time to camp.
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
Okay, and none of these people have... Oh, they do have some other abilities. Let's use Release the Hound for the scouting chance. I really like that the side effect of this is that you're not ambushed. If you know where the enemy is, you can't get ambushed from them. That's actually pretty neat. Since we're fighting large creatures, we'll use Battle Trance. And you don't have the Bloody Shroud. So like I said, you must use Reflection to get that accuracy and crit. And then I think we'll get some of this. Can I get this down? No, I can't get your stress down. Then we'll use Therapy Dog. Oh, I can use Therapy Dog on you. Sure, we'll use Therapy Dog. Oop, I got changed it to Heart. And we rest. Ah, it might indeed. They should carry us.
The darkness holds much worse than mere trickery.
Please don't be a giant. Oh, wow. Please don't put my weak guys up front. Oh, man. Oh, and he goes first. That's not what I want. You're going to stay here for one round. Kind of missed the old game, where sometimes you can ambush them. Red Hook changed that a long time ago to no longer be the case. I need to kill the dog first, because I don't want to be diseased.
Exposed to a killing blow.
That's awkward.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
You know, I'm gonna stun him. Darn him and his debuff resistance. It's only 53% too. Oh, we have no plus debuff chance on him. Well, that explains it then. We've only got like a 60% chance. Oh no. Nice. Took it like a champ. Thank you, Naidusene. Get you healed back up after that hit. Oh, he's what? He got to go again? Holy crap! Holy crap! I'm passing, so I can heal. He'll die when he activates.
Champion falls. This expedition at least promises success.
Whew. Well, we've got one more shovel for exactly this blockade. Man, that was a huge hit. 20-something on you. Oh, you only have 10% protection, though, so that explains. I thought for some reason you had a lot more than that. Why don't we drop Chop for what's stand at the moment? So in the base game as well, these guys at level 3 put a small blight effect on you. And these girls, I think I might have mentioned it before. In the base game, they actually put a mark on you with their one attack, but their one attack can't crit. I like my version of them better. And we might as well try to bleed all of them. Then I'm actually going to use Abyss Artillery. It's softening up the back too. This is fine. You're going to use bigger withstand anyway. Let's keep ourselves from being attacked by those two for one round.
Masterfully executed.
Man, the ladies hate you, Nahisene.
Quickly the tide turns.
Nice try, game. He's got
A death by inches.
He's got this on him, though, and we've got plus 64 prot. He's just going to keep working on it. I say that you're going to work on that stress you've picked up. I can very easily keep you alive. Man, we're just barely keeping up with the stress you're accumulating, though. Good. Now that one's dead when it goes. And can you imagine if we didn't have this protection on you?
Gently.
We'd be struggling to keep you up.
Life is taken.
Actually, we wouldn't be. We wouldn't be. Your heal would be fine. I'll need to kill it before next round ends, so we're gonna get this stall penalty. Got one hit point left. Good for him, finally. Good. Attack someone else, please. Attack someone else.
Ghoulish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Okay, and believe it or not, tonight who's saying we're gonna have Corey Jackson use this instead. You can heal yourself with withstand, so I don't need your stress to be taken down through that way. I think it's safe to say you would have gone crazy in that fight had you not had withstand equipped. I've got to kill the maggots first, but I can still... Oh, if I say grab this one, I can't grab that one. I can't even guarantee I'll kill a maggot, so we're actually going to attack the spider. I didn't kill it either. Well, maybe they do only have 1 point of blight damage with their bites. That was the wrong one, Tim. That was the wrong one. Please don't disease him. That's what I get for not paying attention. Oh, I forgot to give this -1 speed. All right, I will do that when this is done then.
A powerful blow. this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Oh, you are... It's too late now. I forgot all about the fact you were blighted, Corey. Let's look up for 2 of those points. I want to kill the guy in the back first. Do I want to pull him forward? Yes, I do. And as usual, they begin working my most crazy person. Remember that I added those back in as well. Let's heal. Oh no. Oh, thank God you held. Probably should have barbaric yelped. Oh no, no, I wanted to kill that madman. It's dangerous not to kill these things, because they can crit with like an 18% chance. But I need to keep your stress level low, Knight of St. Nay. They keep hitting you over and over again. Why are you picking up so much stress? Why are you getting 20 stress from her? Why? Why is that Okay. You should not have been put into this dungeon. I am so very sorry. She'll die when she goes.
Injury, palpable fear.
I'll wait a round. I think I can afford to wait 1 round. I can't believe I'm farming stress recovery, because I made a huge mistake in sending you here, Knight of St. Nay.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Wow, I have to go dead this way. I'm not gonna take the shovel. I don't think I'll need it. Unless one of these was a grave, of course. Oh yeah, sure. Let's show you guys this as well. Since I checked on the curio file, I had no idea you could do this if you wanted to. You can use anti-venom on those chests to apparently purge the poison effect, and don't you know it, there is one of those there. Oh well. Remember that I've changed my mods so these things stack. went that way for the doctor's kit, and I should not have done so. I'm sorry, the trap to get the stress recovery. One torch left. That should be the only one we need. This has been a fun run. Been a very fun run. Like I say, Nay, you would have gone completely crazy had it not been for your whatchamacallit. And you would have 10% less virtue chance, so you would have been afflicted. I am so very glad we're not all leaving here with 100 stress. Thank goodness for withstand. That will kill it. Doesn't matter what I attack then. Yeah, they're immune to debuffs, basically. Holy crap! Nice hit.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Well, this has been a profitable run. We didn't get any other jades, did we? Looks like I should have held on to that ruby in the end. Oh man, what do I go after first? Well, it doesn't matter with you, Nahusene, so just strike them. That's kinda bad. Oh no, not the one I wanted to be marked. Because this is gonna hurt. My versions of these guys do more damage than the base games do. Also, my versions of these, I didn't realize it. Yeah, they can disease you with Escape Cloud. The base games cannot do that. I actually thought they both could. Heal her. She took a huge hit. Speed, 4 speed.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Well, you might as well use this now that you say nay. Surprised we've actually kept all the stress down. I guess that Cry Havoc, between Cry Havoc and Withstand, we're actually going to be able to make this without too much more stress. And now we don't need leftover food. Should we find more stuff to carry back with us? I'll game.
Without tools of iron, you must rely on flesh. An indefatigable purpose.
Serves me right. Serves me right for saying something. Definitely does. Okay, we're done. Let's go back to the hamlet with my stress now.
These medicines will prevent the outbreak of epidemic at our struggling hamlet.
Oh, I didn't even explain why people are now leveled a little bit, so I will do so when we get back. Ruins Phobe, an Eldritch Slayer, losing Lurker for that. I actually prefer that one. Corey picked up Cove Tactician, losing Meditator. You say nay, you gained Dacnomania. Oh, oof. April, you gained Stress Faster, losing Weld Adventurer. Right, you're done being in the Weld, I see. Can't say I blame you much.
You answered the letter. Now, like me, you are a part of this place.
Nicole Dubois prayed and recovered 69 stress. Decent 13 meditated, recovering 56. Carbon Unit 6 cured scurvy. Kane underwent effective disease quirk treatment and removed autonomophobia. Wow. Phobia? Also locked Faded. Manaville removed Stress Faster. Splicer 45 removed Bibliomania and locked Quick Reflexes. And that will do it for us, everyone. Oh, and last week I upgraded the Survivalist another rank, 60%. So, really quick, before I end it, I lowered the amount of experience you need very slightly. So, in my game now, instead of 32 experience, it takes 30 to reach level 3. To reach level 4, it takes 44 instead of 46. To reach level 5, it takes 58 instead of 60. That's right, 6. Wow. I completely messed it up. Let's do this again. To reach level 4, it takes 30 experience. To reach level 5, it takes 44. And to reach level 6, it takes 58. Lowering it by 2 at all those levels. I thought it was just a little too long, so thus I made it a little easier to level again. Alright, and that'll do it for us, everyone. Thank you for watching. When we return, we'll be ready for another mission, and I will see you guys then. Take care.